Good morning, everyone. Hope everybody is doing well. Let's get into it a bit today. Let's see what we got. Refresh that. All right. We'll cover some updates in just a second. Let me get all of this set up and ready to rock. Gabe, what's good? Not out. Oh. Got price rolling here a bit. Dang it. All right, price ripping. We'll chill out for just a second, but I do like what I'm seeing. Levi, great work, dude. That's awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome, dude. That is great freaking work. I'm glad you were finding these signals helpful to you. I know you have your own strategy as well, which is great. I'm glad you find these helpful as well. That is awesome. I'll check that in a second. Yeah, sell signal here. All right, let's get it shared. We'll get it going here. Nice little consolidation here, so we'll hang out for just a second, catch up on all the stuff. I've got some furniture delivering, and so before I was ready to go, I was trying to move some furniture in the house. Tried to lift one of my couches upstairs, and probably could do it, but I definitely caused some damage to the walls. So that would not be good. That would not be what we're looking for. So we'll see. Totally good. All right, great. All right. So I added news to the site. Let me go mark our high and low here, and then we'll go look at the news really fast. And it doesn't look as clean as I would like it to. Certainly we get the headlines that we're looking for, and we can certainly scroll down and find what is moving the markets and maybe what's not. This is all from Financial Juice, by the way, so we'll be able to see what, everything that's there. We get to go ahead and look at. Actually, short-term rates are down, are they? Let's find out. Short-term rates are certainly not down. They are up like a mug. That's thanks. We're at 4.2, and then the 1 year's at 3.9. Okay, hopefully that holds at 3.9 and comes back down, but we don't care about that one. It's a 10-year we want to see go down. Market's looking good. So crude oil being down is interesting because it kind of a recession indicator is a barrel of oil under $60 a barrel. So, um, um, interesting, nonetheless. Levi said, if you go there and scroll down, they have news. Yeah, I know. I know. Um, Levi, I'm on the site now. So this is like where I'm on nqsignals.com. I'll have all the news here. Um, so, but then we have this here. All right, so we're here, here, and here. All right, so what signals are we looking at so far? Okay. Yeah, it was. It didn't take long. So, as a word of just understanding, Financial Juice does a really good job of being able to. They call them widgets. Be able to stick it into your website. It's not that hard actually. What is difficult is on the web app. I think it looks the cleanest. I'm sorry, on the mobile app it looks the cleanest. Here it's a little spread out because you have your news right here, and then I've got like my calendar here, which is fine. Then I have the signals or the distribution down here. I did want it. Um, I did want to put this signal distribution here, but it got really jumbled up and just looked ugly. I might retry it, but it wasn't looking the way I wanted it to look. And so for right now on the actual website, on the desktop app, it will look like this, but on the mobile app, it looks pretty clean. So I can find some solace in that, I guess. But we see Powered by Financial Juice. So if you wanted to go to Financial Juice and look at it the way they have it set out, then you could do that. But we have the calendar here as well. I mean, they do a really good job of that already. Levi, they have Financial Juice does a good job of putting the things that they have in red, and then putting the everything else kind of in this normal color. So they do a good job of that. Trying to analyze the news would be a lot because we'd have to essentially scan, and they're essentially like if you have to have a roaming outlook. Like right now, ChatGPT just goes and gives me signals, which could be adjusted, but for every minute, 5, 10, 50. So like at the top of every hour, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and 1 minute, we get a new signal. There's no analyzing that's happening outside of those parameters. And so we'd have to do it one of a couple ways. Either every minute check, which would be a lot of usage, or scan, and when there is a new news alert, then we could get it. But news is just hard to predict. So like we'll know it's impactful because the market will move, then we'll get the news. That's how it happens always. But you got my Express account here. But make sure I have all my accounts and then turn you off. It's for a separate project. Yeah, I could. Technically, yeah, I could. I could add all of it. If I were to add any more, I'd probably make it a separate page. So you click your name and then you go to like news. But that kind of defeats the purpose. So this is all I'm really looking for: the headlines, and then what the calendar is for the day. So we have some news here. We had news rather. Nothing really there. So we'll see. We shall see. Okay, we're 20,153. And I think I'm going to add the 2-minute chart back. So you guys have to let me know. Let's see. Yeah, I could technically, Levi, for sure. It's just when you get into trading news, it gets a little weird because there isn't a consensus direction in which way price is going to go. And just to be very clear, like some of you guys are really good at trading and you just use it as an edge, which is great. Some people are really bad at trading and use this as like kind of gospel, and they're doing really good. Like that is there too. If you start adding things like, hey, here's this news piece that came out, I think you start introducing a new level of confusion that could be very difficult for the average trader to comprehend. And so, like, if you're good and you know what you're looking at, you're going to see a huge move, then you'll see news, and you're like, okay, cool. Then I'll probably go ahead and look at this and maybe trade it. But that's not the way I trade, and I don't really know how to build that to be super effective and reliable. So just kind of have to wait and make sure I have all my groups in order here. 1, 2, 3. Move this one up and then move. This doesn't really matter. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Cool. All right. So we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, 2-minute will certainly help. So I'll get that added. I was supposed to get the daily chart on here, but I, for whatever reason, cannot figure out why the daily will not post. And so, and because it happens one time a day, there just isn't a lot of room to fix it. And I don't know if it's going to be super useful anyway, considering that's not how we're going to trade. So I'll probably go back to the 2-minute. I'll get that added. So I'll be right in here. Early Earth, what's good? You have a great ideas, Levi. I got some other stuff up my sleeve that I'm working on in the background, and so we'll see kind of how that pans out, right? But we'll see. Eddie, what's good? Yeah, I don't like looking at news a whole bunch. But if I see a huge move, I'm like, okay, maybe there is going to be news. But the truth is price action is going to be price action, um, and so it doesn't really matter how you interpret the news. It's going to end up going in the direction it's going to go in. Now, I would say that there could be an edge to identifying. Let's see, weaker signal here. There could be an edge to identifying some of the like earnings reports and different things like that. But those would be for much larger, longer trades. We could have technically good news for the US and it'd be bad for day trading purposes, which is very common. I mean, the whole COVID thing was basically that. All right, so factory orders month over month down a little bit, not a ton, but down. Labor participation ticked up. I don't know what that really means. Average earnings is down. Year over year earnings are down. I guess that just means inflation's high. Payroll is up huge. Okay. So people are working. All right. I'm showing. I'm waiting for this thing to do something. Yeah, it like it wouldn't be hard. Truly, you could just like take the news yourself, go to ChatGPT and ask it like, hey, here's the news. Like analyze this for me. Give me a direction that you think price is going to go in. You could do that. I just don't know how valuable that is. I just don't know how valuable it ends up being. Like what kind of edge could you get? Now, if I was trading like one like micro and I wanted to swing these bad boys, then like maybe that would be something. But I'm looking for hundreds of points at that point, right? Um, and again, Levi, what I'm saying is it's not. I don't think it's bad either. I just don't think it's the most effective way of doing things. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the most? And that's how I try to build this. Is what's the most effective way to get the trades that we're looking for? That's it. Okay, you have a very strong long signal here, so we'll wait. You got price trying to take off here on us. It's good. Why is Square down 21%? That's just an obscure amount. Great work, Jeff. Jeff in the Discord, $800 on my Apex challenge. I must post the Levi's as well. As we're popping off, let's pop off. Okay. A sell signal here. I'm really not opposed to taking a sell right here. I just know better. Like, let's wait. What's my ATR sitting at? Okay, ATR is at 16, so it's going to be kind of a struggle bus to get some big moves here. But that's a good signal. That's a bad signal. That's a bad signal. All right. Some of you guys had the idea of potentially, potentially. Some of you guys had the idea of like adding the overall trend. Kevin, what's good? Adding the overall trend to the site, and so adding like up, down trends. I don't know how I would want to do that just yet, but kind of clarifying, because I know a lot of people look at the 1 minute signals and then they see the long and short, short and long, and they see all that and they're like, man, I don't know what to choose. And I think that's just kind of a newbie trader thing. But some people have asked for kind of like an update. Like, how can I look at the 1 minute and say, okay, on average, the 1 minute is actually up. The 5 minute is actually up. The 10 minutes up. The hourly is down, right? So how do we reconcile that? I'm thinking about that too. That'll maybe be a next week project. We'll see. I'm considering like how do I add that so you know what to look for? Like, overall, this is down. And really, what metric do we use? Like, I would love to say like a moving average, but when it's choppy, it'll flip back. So it won't, I don't know, might not help as much as you would like it to. Sell signal here. Okay, let's see how we treat this 21 period EMA. If we bounce and hold, I'm cool with that. If we run through, which looks like we're trying to, then I'm cool with taking a sell in here too, and then trying to maybe extend back down to somewhere in this 100 level, which we're about to attack. So we'll see on that one as well. Okay, good signal there. All right, so previously we got below our 9, but quickly retraced above the 21. Same thing here. Interested to see what this brings us here. So strong sell signal. That came in a little bit later than I would like, but didn't give us any room to get in. If our 21 is going to hold here, then I'll look for a long off of this back up. But we'll see. So far, it's a good signal. Yeah, but there are basically endless ways to add shit to the website. The problem, like, what I don't want is there to be useless things on the website that you're looking at and that don't help you. So we'll see. All right, so here's price bouncing. I see that. I don't know what to think of it just yet. I do like that we made a new low here. That kind of shows me that price is interested in getting a little bit lower. But I don't know what this means for price right now. Let's see. Strong signal again. If we push up a little higher, I could probably jump into the seller here. Sell right there. Oh, man. Got in a tad late. Probably doesn't matter at this point, but let's see. Down 159. Shoot. Oh, I knew we had a chance. Knew we had a chance. Dang. That was the right call. Just late on our entry. Dang it. Stupid. All right, so we're holding here, which is nice. Small loss there, which is appropriate because I do think price could come down here, but we're kind of holding this bottom here, so I don't know. Long, I could see that making sense. I would need to see price get, yeah, like get down like right there or so. And then maybe price pops back up. Ooh. Okay. Does price want to break this low? I'm looking at 20,100 as well. That's definitely a strong support level. But okay, so nothing really here. Bad signal, but nothing really there. ATR back to 20, good. Okay. We hold. All right, so nothing here right now, and I really like to just kind of call it like that and say, all right, if we break below here, cool. If we stay above this, then great. But we are below our EMAs now, so we should be looking for some sells. I cannot believe that signal, this one here, did not work out for us. It would have had I given enough room, but I never really know how much room to give these bad boys. And our entry was a little shit. All right, so there's price ripping back up. I'm with that. Make our bottom, good. Let's see what we get from here. Okay, can we get above that 9 EMA is the question. Long. Jump in right there. Much better fill. $70 on that. Fine. Still like that position a lot. So far, it's a bad one. But that could change quickly. 7 points down. Need to get to about right here. Good. There it is. All right. Here's we tested that low. Liked it enough to test it again, but didn't like it enough to hold there. Okay. 65%. If we get a nice pullback here, I can take it. Still waiting here. There it goes. Good. Probably should have jumped in on that one. But good signal there. Good. All right, now it's back to our top that we're looking at. Right there. All right. Let's see what we got. It's been a minute since we've been this high, huh? Nice high up here. That's not far away. Okay. Now we're super extended. Okay. Good signal there as well. See if we can get this thing to extend a little bit lower. I would like to catch it. I'm thinking we're going to get lower, like maybe to this wick right here. But let's just see what happens. So far, it's a bad signal. Got about as low as it's going to get, I guess. So tricky there. New candle. Okay, buyers are really holding this bad boy, but sellers are holding at the top too. Oop, there we go. There's our pop. What do we do with this level here is the question. Okay, 85%. I see that. All right, let's see what we got here. $85% as well, a little overconfident. Okay, let's see if we can catch ourselves a nice reversal on this one. Where does price want to go? I'm going to join right there. Let's see if I was right. Nothing. Like 10 bucks there. 20 bucks there. Bad signal here. I thought we would roll a little. I thought we'd bounce and snap pretty quick. We just didn't. 68%. Okay, so we have some violent rejection from these highs. Really, you go another one right there, I guess, technically. All right. So really good signal here. Jeez. I don't remember what this level was to me before, but it might be holding as another support. We'll see. If we could get down to here, we'd have a nice clean range to trade. That'd be really nice for us to catch. But we'll see. Okay. I like what I'm seeing so far. Sell right there. Stop up here. Oh. That's not good for me. Oh, man. We had a chance to place our stop and get probably 50, 60 bucks on that. And, oh, we didn't get it placed. But I still like this trade, though. Sell right there. Stop. Let's see if I can catch this bad boy coming down. There we go. puts us back to basically even on that one. Very similar trade what we had yesterday. Very, very similar trade we had to that one yesterday. Essentially, we had, I can't believe I mistimed the first one, which, I mean, I don't know how you're ever going to get it right the whole time, but price finds a bottom, reverses back up. We try to short it down, and then we wait to the next candle, and we get the next candle's continuation. Great. Had we not missed the first one, we'd be sitting in really good shape right now. Now the question is like, what happens here? We've bounced. This is the last. We bounced here so many times. Okay, so I feel like I'd be dumb to take a short here, but I also kind of like it. Sell right there. Come on, slide down for me. Geez, same thing. Oh, that same spot. We got chopped again. That was so stupid. Dang it. I really thought we had that spot. I'm not even going to try to take this short here because I don't have any confidence that we're going to actually. I like a long here, but I want entry to be a little bit better. Okay, long right there. Stop. Okay, small victory there. Down 179. Very bizarre price. I can't believe like price is this tightly wound. Like this is just so rare to see. All right, well, we'll just wait for this to break out, I guess, because there's something coming. Good God. Bad, good, bad, okay. Sell signal here. That one I would have taken, but we'll wait, I guess. Wow, that's strange. I kind of liked it, but I didn't want to take it. ATR is sitting at what? 17. Yeah. I'll just wait, I guess. Okay, I have a weak sell signal up here. That's fine. Starting to be good. I just can't believe we're in this tight of a range. It's 30 points. Basically, it's basically been one candle this entire time. 25 points. There's a clean look for a sell. Good. Another sell. I like this one. If it gave me a little bit more of a push up, we probably could have taken it. Let's see if this is the one that clears this low here. Looking like not. Okay. Okay, kind of feels like we're another weak signal here. That one's actually was a good one. This one's so far as good as well. Kind of feels like we're trying to work back up from these lows here. There we go. But can price actually do anything with this? Okay, we're just churning on up. That's good. Trying to attack this high up here, this 81 level. Okay. Weak long signal here. Good stuff. Popped up for us. And it's a good signal so far, but I don't know what's going to happen here. Yeah, this is just weird price action. I really don't know what to make of this. Now it's a bad signal, technically. Or no. Let's find out. 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. I mean, there's just nothing here for us. We will break out of here, that's for sure. But dang. Some of these 65s, I'm just like, man, what a great signal, you know? All right, can this be the candle that gets us below this 134 level and then takes us maybe to 112? Could this be the one? All we need is for this thing not to pull back dramatically, and we've got something. Okay, new signal. I can't chase it yet. Go and sell right there. Stop. We're out. We're down 124. All right, not much here. I think it was a bad signal. We literally bounced at this bottom again. What is this? Like, what is the power? Like, what is going on? Someone's got the magnets. Okay, so bad signal here. I still don't even mind taking a sell out of this thing. I just, this bottom is so like firm. Long signal here. I'm not taking that. I'm sure it's a good one. I'm just not going to take it. Yeah. Sorry, I'll get it at least. Man, nothing we can do right now. Sell signal here. Kind of a weaker one. We're better off not taking it at all. Building up from the bottom here. I would love to go short off of this and write it down, but I just have a feeling that if I were to punch this short, it would launch me long. And of course, it works out perfectly. Man. But yeah, I had a feeling on that one. I don't know. I did not want to be a part of that, whatever happened. But I did like going short. I just didn't have the guts to do it. Okay, ATR sticking right around 20 or so. That's good, but I don't know what this even is. Okay. Sell signal. Starts out good. It is good. Until it isn't. Okay. Yeah, there's a whole lot of what the hell right now. You would think we're at a VWAP the way this thing's chopping. So let's just hope and see that we get some movement in the next, couple minutes. That'd be great. Up or down. Little mute trade there, but good one there. So able to catch bad signal here, but able to catch price moving up a little bit. Huge pullback, jump in, and we pretty much got the bottom of that one. Able to ride that back up, and now we're on $13 for the day. So we're getting back to where we need to be. It shouldn't have taken us this long to get back here, but we're basically even on the day. But I really am looking for price to give me something. I'm not going to take this sell, no way. But oh man, I just would love to get price outside of this range. We're talking about 60 points, which is basically 3 good candles in a row at this point. So I would love to catch something like that. But we get what we get and we do what we can do. Excuse me, I'm a little gas. Okay. I got some furniture guys coming later today. I wonder if they'd help me. You guys think they would help me move my couches upstairs and downstairs? Like, think they would help move my shit? I don't know that that's a thing that they can do. I'm curious. Like, could they move my shit? This looks like another. I was gonna say, it looks like another decent setup. That last one was set up so well that I was able to catch it, but this one's not going to be the case. It's not going to be the case with this one here. That was a good signal. I wonder if they'll help. Because they're pretty light. They just definitely need two people to like not basically put holes in the wall. That's basically what you need it for. What I would need a second person for. My wife Sarah loves to pretend like she's strong, but that shit only works and it's only gonna turn out one way, which is her ass getting hurt. So can't use her. Could call some brothers though. We'll see. We'll see if the boys at the furniture store can help me out. If I was them, I would say no, but we'll see. Okay. Cell signal again. Good. So that previous one was bad, but this one turned out to be pretty good. Can we attack this 28 level and then bust through? If yes, fantastic. If no, well. Our fear and greed index is at 42 out of 100, so fear, but climbing. Crypto fear and greed is at 67 out of 100, which is greed, I guess. Oh, Doge expands presence at SEC. That's not surprising. That does not surprise me at all. Considering the SEC has done some things to Elon, that is not surprising in the least that Doge would be looking into them boys. Hey, 604, appreciate that. Got a bunch of people joining, good. Discord's blowing up too, so we're good there. But this is nonsense. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay. Wake up here. Good. So are we ready to come down is a question. Facts. Camille, great point there. Great point. I probably do need to go get some cash and tell him how much cash is right though. How much cash is right? You know, and is it a percentage of the couch cost they're moving in? Like, is that how that works? I know that there's a bottom down here at 13. We wick at this low at the same spot. Basically, we make a new low. What is this price action? What do we think, Camille? What is a good amount? It's a bad signal. It's a good signal. Bad signal. What's a good amount? I have a 70% strong signal here. I'll take it right there. 10-point stop on the dot. Don't have to move it. Let's see if this thing can drop down for me just a bit. I'm using these wicks up here as kind of confirmation. And there we go. We're up 50 bucks. Ass signal. Depends on how much you have. I just SOFA, I give 20 euros. Okay, so 20 bucks. Got any spare Ben Franklins laying around? I do. Hold on. I do have hold on. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was bugging up thinking about it, but I have this. You guys can't see it, right? Maybe you can. I have this like fake money. I wanted to use it as props for some of the shorts. Like, so it looks like from a distance, it looks like real money. Let me see if I'm how much further behind I am. So like you couldn't tell from here like that it's not real, right? I was like, what if I just gave that to them? But they know where I live and they'd have a problem with it, and then I have to fight them, and then that would be good for anybody. So, facts. Like here's $700 for each of you. They'd be like, really? Like, yeah. They would come back and they'd break in. They'd probably take my couch back, honestly. Oh man, I was thinking about that the other day. I started just bugging up laughing. And Sarah was like, what are you laughing? I'm like, don't worry about it. I was just thinking about this fake money that I have. What I'm probably going to do with it, because I don't like need the cash for these stupid videos. I'm probably going to put it, I'm going to go, and my friends have kids, and they're like, when they're about 4, they can kind of get the idea of what is going on. But probably going to give them like the equivalent of whatever is going to, what the money would be. Used to go to hookers with fake money. That's unreal. That's unreal. But do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Oh, that's hella funny. Cell signal right here. That's a bad long signal. So like if their kids are like 5 to 6, maybe 4 even. Like here's $300. Like your Uncle Evan's giving you, call me Evie. Uncle Evie's giving you $300. Like now your dad has to go take you shopping. You know what I mean? And then just force my friends to go shopping on a huge spree for their kids. Now they get to spend 30 bucks, whatever. But I think that'd be really funny. It'd be a really funny like one-time gift. I could pull it twice. I could pull it on both sides of the family. So cheap. That's tough. That's tough. Anytime I see somebody who's super rich and cheap, I'm just like, man, you really don't care about money. Like, I'm not saying you have to blow all your money when you have it, but I mean, like, I don't know. I understand being price conscious with things, because I certainly am at times. But also, it's like you got to enjoy the work that you put in. But I've been staring at buying a Rolex for, I don't know, a couple of years now. Like I just cannot pull the. I'm like, I can't spend that much money on a watch. I just I just can't do it. But then I'm sure I do have a friend who is like, you're a pussy. I'm like, well, that's fair. Well, all right, you got me. He has no problem doing it. I'm like, all right, well. But if I saw him all the time, then I would have to have one. But since I don't see him as much, it's not a huge deal. All right, cell signal here. But I have a nice Breitling that I really like that fits and wears very well. It's very sporty. But it is no rolly, that is for sure. It's no rolly. But yeah, so certain things I can't spend money on. But like furniture, I was like, yeah, whatever. Like Sarah and I went shopping on Wednesday. We went shopping last weekend, went to the store again on Wednesday. And I was like, all right, we can just, whatever. We'll just buy this couch. Not a big deal. Because she'd wanted it. We lounge on the couch in the evenings. And so, okay. That would be a wonderful cell signal to take. I don't trust how fast price is moving here. But anyway, so we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I just can't pull the trigger on certain things. But certain things I can. But I'm definitely not the cheap, like go the cheap route. That's definitely not me either. Like I can't. Like I know better than to do that. Okay. Well, that's a pretty good signal if I ever saw one. Yeah, are we done like chopping, or we want to make a move here, or what? It's been here all day. Okay. MSTR was down to 1 something, I think, and they have really popped back. That's probably doubled, or damn near. Definitely doubled. That's awesome. I took a humongous position in that right after the election. It worked out really, really well. I should have gone options though. That'd be worth a lot more. I'm sure I'll get a decent long signal, yeah, but like I'm not, like there's just nothing that, I'm not enthusiastic about this. Like this is like, get to the top, hit sell. Get to the bottom, hit buy. Like that's kind of where we are right now. And I'm not against trading these reversals. It's just not the most predictable thing in the world either. So we will see. Okay. Well, that, my friend, is what we call a good signal. Break through the first barrier. Now what do we have at the second barrier? I just think a Rolex is one of those things you should actually be rich to buy, or at least so that the money doesn't matter. Yeah, I guess the question is like, what's the ratio? You know what I mean? Like, Camille, what's the ratio in your head of let's take a Rolex. Let's call it 20K because most of them are going to fall under that, and the crazy ones will fall above that. Let's take 20K. Like, how much should you have in cash for a 20K Rolex? Let's brainstorm this. Buy one, but I am not rich to that point that it wouldn't affect me. So like how much would you have to have for a 20K Rolex? Anybody can answer that question. I know some people who would say if I have 30K, I'm buying a 20K Rolex. I know some people that absolutely would spend their last dollar to buy some flashy shit like that. 100%. Oh man, that's funny. I'm curious what you guys think though. That's a good signal. No, I'd say if you are doing 30 to 50K a month, okay, so 600K a year, okay, so between 350 and 600K a year, that's reasonable. That's reasonable. How do I say this? Even at that level, I don't feel like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because I come from a big family. I don't come from a whole lot. Like maybe that's why. I just cannot do it. I'm like, it doesn't matter how much money I have. I just couldn't have 10, 20 grand laying around on a watch. Because then I'd be like trying to impress people that I don't know. And like, that's a game you can't win, you know? Like it's just weird, you know? Like what am I really wearing it for? I don't even really like watches like that. Like I'm into them a lot, but the movement and the history and all that, I don't know. But they look sick. But it's like, just like anything, you get used to it, and then it's like whatever. You can do it to impress people, and like, well, what's the point? You know. But I think certain places you have to have something. Like you might have to have a little something. But then if you have like a basic Rolex, everybody's like, oh, you just have like the baseline Rolex. So there's just levels to it, and then at a certain point, like, I start rounding up. Like if I'm gonna spend 20, I could spend like 30 and get something different. And then I'm like, well, might as well spend 50. You're gonna spend 30, you know. Yeah, exactly, Camille. We are two of the same, covering the same cloth here. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't care. But I like nice shit. I just don't. The watch is where it's like I draw the line. It's hot as fuck in here. I don't know. I really don't. I I really don't know. I really don't know. I mean, we'll see. Well, I've thought about it just for this channel, doing something like that. But again, it's just like, for who? For what? Some internet people? And like, no disrespect, but it's like, I don't see you guys every day. We don't like hang out in the office every day or play ball every day. And so it'd be weird, I'm doing it for you guys, not me. But I've spent my money. Like, nah. That's actually a good signal. There's just not a whole lot here to do. What's my ATR sitting at? That looks like a juicy setup. Oh, it was for a second. 13? I know price is going to snap some way. Gosh, I wanted that right there. I didn't pull the trigger on it, and we'd be out. We made 60 bucks on it or something like that. But I really wanted that little move right there. Maybe I'll get it again. Bounce, bounce, and then a little bit down here as well. Man. But let's see what price wants to do here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I thought about doing a lot of shit for this channel, but I really don't. What I will do though is I will definitely get a background. Like, I don't know. I'll have to rearrange some things, but I'm definitely going to do like some accents on maybe this sidewall to my right and this back one, and then do some noise stuff. But I probably need to do what I need to do is get a camera too, so it can be like straight on, because right now I use my phone, which is up to the right now, but which is fine. Phone's fine. OBS does a really good job. You don't get any notifications. My phone's always fully DND anyway, but so like that'd be some stuff to do. That would be much better use of money than buying a Rolex for sure. So we'll see. I've got some ideas and some inspiration for how I want to decorate this thing. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm just somewhat handy. I'm not like the craziest handy. I can build a chair. I can build furniture, but you start throwing nails into walls, that ain't me. I don't have it like that. Let's go long right here. It's a little bit aggressive. Let's see if it pays off for us. Okay, I'm a little too close. There we go. See if it touched that 9, it can roll back. Okay. Puts us, that was like $10. What the frick? Had we set it a little bit lower, we could have probably, gosh dang it. How are we doing today though on these accounts is the question. 11 trades, 3 losses. Our biggest win, this is how we're back where we should be. 265 is our biggest win and 190 is our biggest loss. Anytime that's the case, we're sitting in a good spot. Our expectancy is pretty low, so we need to work on that. But today is not the day to be hitting grand slams. We just aren't getting with the movement we need. So we're at $57. What the hell? That ain't moving the needle. It does make us profitable on the week in all these accounts, which is good, but not crazy profitable though. Not crazy profitable. Okay, good. Man. We do need to get used to trading with the low ATR because summertime, things can get a little hasty. Now, with the current administration, things can get crazy any time of the year, any time of the day. But with the current administration, or just with the calendar, summertime gets a little slow. You got your vacations going on. Not a whole lot is happening typically. And then things start to heat up again at the end of the year a little bit, but then you get towards like Thanksgiving, you get a little bit of a push after that. Then you get towards Christmas, a little hairy after that, a little short. And your ATR will be like peaking at like 20. And then it might even start at like 15 or 16, and then it'll be down to like 8 or 10 on the day. And so finding your trades is tough. It's a lot of this nonsense. So I just can't believe we've chopped this much. And I can't believe I found 11 trades to take inside of this nonsense. Was it this one that we caught? We caught something stupid. Or maybe it was one of these. I don't remember. Nice trade here. I think this is what put us back profitable, I think. This one right here. But then we gave it back. Just being stupid. I mean, we have to have something, right? Like, we can't just not. Sell signal, I assume? 10 signal's a little late. There it is. Actually wouldn't have been a bad setup. Not a whole lot of action here yet, but that wouldn't have been a bad setup at all. Okay. Let's see what we got here. It's kind of looking like we have this low right in here that we're trying to respect. That could help us see price fall down a little bit. Are we going to chop all day? Hey, new sign up. Let's go. All right. My ATR has to be like 5. It's just disgustingly low. I'm anticipating something happening here. I just don't know what it's going to be. Or when it's going to happen. Okay. Reject up here, but we're rejecting down here. Not really looking to take a short above the EMAs right now, especially with price touching this level and coming back down. So I'm going to avoid this signal here. We'll avoid that one. It sure does, Camille. It sure friggin' does. It's pretty, I mean, it's pretty rare that we would get such sideways movement like this. We'll definitely get a break. The question is when. We're kind of consolidating smaller and smaller, which is nice. So before it was this huge range, kind of here and here. Then it became this and this. Then it was like this and this, and now it's here to here. So like we're, I don't know, squeezing and setting up for something, but it's taking its sweet time revealing the long-term plan here for price. New signal, new candle. I have a long signal here. I just need like a 20 to 25 point candle to like come in and just sweep through and just reset what price is doing. Whoop, whoop, there we go. Okay, news or no? There's the break we've been looking for. Yeah, super confident signal here. It makes sense. We haven't had anything like this happen yet. There's our 20 point candle I was waiting on. The question is like, what do we do from here is the question. So we break through, we run up higher, good. I like that. Okay, lower confident long here. I kind of like that one there. We'll let that play itself out, see what we get. Okay, here we go. Wow, 650 for that. Wow. Okay. Price pushing up there, nice. Oh my gosh, they went 790 for that. Wow. Well, all right. Good here. Take a buy right there. Stop. See if price can cooperate with me. It's looking like no. Good God, now we're down 900 bucks. Buy right here, stop. Really aggressive trade here. Let's see if it can work out for me. Giving it 7 points here. I don't know if we're gonna see if we can bounce off this EMA here and ride it back up. I'm really not trusting this reversal on all of this price, but we'll see. So far, it's a good signal, bad signal. Oh, God. Down 250. Well, that crushed us. That was a bad, stupid freaking trade. Too aggressive on that one. Man. All right, well, we have price moving here a little bit. Let's just see what we get. Now price wants to move. I like this. Good. Still marking this low as a low. Really should not have been in it long right there. That was stupid. This one I'm okay. I'm okay losing this one because I'm thinking, hey, we're going to maybe bounce. Roll back up. Nope. And then this one, no. We shouldn't have taken. We could have caught this one probably. But okay. That was bad. Okay. There's our bounce. That's what I was looking for. We just would have had to have eaten so much drawdown there. 65%. I'm not going to take it, although I did like it. I'm not going to take it. No so far. I really could have pulled the trigger up here. That'd have been a nice, decent little trade. I don't know that it would have captured what I was looking for, but it would have been decent. But I also don't like this down here. Price touches here and then rolls back up. There's obviously some buying in here that the market is having, so I don't know if I want to trust or try to go into that. But let's see what this candle gives us here. Okay. Nice push down here. Is there any news that occurred, or is it just a regular old price? 65%. Bounce at that level again. Here we go. Down. All right. Here we go. ATR definitely kicking up now. That's good. Each one of these candles, we'll start with this one, that's 19 points. This one's probably 16 and dropping. 16. This first one was 16 as well. All right, good. We got some movement here. And then you were like 10, 7. All right, so that's the bottom here that we liked before. Is price ready to come down and explore with us? Tis the question. Sell right there. Small victory, nothing to cheer about. If price rolls up a little higher, we could try it again. So far, it's a good signal, but it could be turning into a bad one really quick. Okay, we were right. We're just early. Okay. Go and touch our low here. Can't believe they won that much money for that house. Not for their sake, though. Jillian, good question. It might just be the normal stream the way it works. I don't set it for a lag. Let me see if I click live how behind it is. You should, you're about 5 seconds behind, Jillian. So double check, maybe just refresh and make sure you click the live button on YouTube if you're not already. But it should be about 5 seconds. And I don't have it, I have it set for basically no lag is how I've got it set. Go sell right here. See if we can ride this back down a little bit. Okay. Oh, we waited just another second. Now 184 again. That was a bad signal, I think. Found our bottom again, which is right in here. Good. Open. Down 6, up 9. Yeah, that's a bad signal. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't have it set, Jillian, for any specific lag. If I could make it faster, I would. I am wondering if there are some options that I could use to help make it a little bit smoother, but I don't know that I have any off the top of my head right now. 78% sell. Go sell right there, stop. Try to be aggressive with this right here, this move. What? There we go. Okay, good, down 113. I was aggressive with that one, it paid off for us. Now we're attacking some lows here. The next level of lows I see is right here, and then right there, and then right there. So we'll see kind of where price wants to jump and attack from. I like that. I like making that new low there, though. That does give us permission to go lower. I don't know that we actually get it, but sell signal again. Dang, took off on us. So far, that's good. We'll have to wait for the next one. Hopefully, it can make a new low here. We can keep pushing down. Hopefully. As I want my... Oh. Was there any news that came about? No? Nothing? Just good old, I guess. There we go. Signal time. 28 is also a strong sell. Let's see how high this thing can go first before we try to get into a short. I have a feeling it's going to run up a little higher. I don't know where. Maybe I guess maybe that would have made sense at 54. But let's see if we can try to get this one maybe up to our 9 or back up to here even. I don't think we're going to get it at all, but that would have been the reverse I would have wanted to see. So far, it's a bad signal. I've got a clean bottom right here. Okay. I really thought price might give us one of like, try to find one. Maybe like one of these. Big old candle, but nothing there. All right, so we're settling. We'll call that there and that there. Still in our little zone. Nice breakdown here. There we go. Nice. We attack the low, but we don't break. We hold, per usual. This looks like no fun, none of this. But it all could easily come down. Like, that's the thing too, is it could all easily just continue to rampage lower. 20,100 is down here. We're 40 points, 42 points away from that. That's in my head. Sell signal. That was a beautiful start to that candle. Strong one too. Start out good, ends good. Dang, all right, so that's good. Let's see where we go here. ATR picking back up. I like that. Good. All right. With some of these where they drop like this quickly, you get one of two candles. You either get a complete reversal like this, or you get like a little bit of an up move like right here and then blast back down after one of these candles. And I'm just not sure which one is which right now. So let's see. Sell. Okay, so we got a sell signal there. Sell right there. I feel like I might be in the way of this one. Yeah, I feel like I was a little too early on this one. Frick. Good grief. Yeah, it ain't our day. Ain't our day today. Nope. All right, well, we'll call it. Minus 250 or 277 across the board today. Got punched in the gut. Tough, 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 tough. Tough way to finish. We knew we had, holy cow. We knew we had price coming down. We knew we might get a reversal. I just did not anticipate this candle being this big. Did not see that coming. Did not anticipate 22 points on the upside. Didn't see it. So, all right, well, we will be back. I got some updates to make over the weekend as well. We'll add the 2-minute chart to our site. All right, so we'll have that hopefully by the weekend end. Hopefully. We won't know till Sunday, I guess. But, and then we'll jump back in. We got some more things I'm working on in the background as well. So hopefully we can roll that out maybe next week, but we'll see. But damn, tough one today. Tough, damn, look at this price action is wild. Tough one today. Got to walk away. Minus 277. That's just ugliness. Got to be better. Got to do better. We will be better. All right. I will see you guys next week. Have a great one. Stay green and please don't overtrade because today is a little choppy.